To the divers in the audience, let me ask you a question. What was your first shipwreck dive? For many of you, it might have been a trip to Tobermory, Ontario, and a shore dive on the tugboat Alice G, with its beautiful curved stern rail. Or maybe it was the dark waters of Lake Muskoka on the famous wreck of the Wyoming. For me, the story started late in December of 2013 when I got certified after a great weekend of open water dives at the Welland Canal Scuba Park. A week later, I loaded up the van with my family, and along with our mascot, Scuba Puppy, we headed off to the Florida Keys to swim with the fishes. It was awesome to swim in the warm, clear water without a hood or gloves. The reef was like an underwater garden filled with so many bright colors. There were so many new creatures to discover, including my first moray eel. On our return to Canada, I dove several more times in the scuba park, but still had not yet seen a shipwreck. I even got to carve a pumpkin underwater. Then, late in October, just before Halloween, with 12 dives in my logbook, we loaded up the van again and headed out to the St. Lawrence River. Armed with my dad's 20-year-old copy of Dive Ontario, I planned my first wreck dive. It'd be a shore dive on the wreck of the Conestoga. That Saturday, we got blown off by 100-kilometer-hour winds and whitecaps on the river. I was so disappointed. But the next morning dawned bright and clear with not a hint of wind, but very cold, just 8 degrees above freezing. With the directions written in Dive Ontario, I was able to find the wreck site. It helped that the smokestack was sticking right out of the water. After checking out the plaque placed at the site by SOS, my mom and me geared up and waded into the river. We followed the guideline to the bow and then drifted down outside of the wreck to the stern, where my mom shot some great video of me by the huge propeller. We then worked our way upstream inside the wreck, exploring all the artifacts. It was so cool seeing the history before me. The Conestoga caught fire and sank on May 22, 1922. She was a combination passenger and package freighter. Measuring 253 feet long by 36 feet wide and a draft of 16 feet, she was built of wood and steam-powered. She launched on July 6, 1878 in Cleveland, Ohio, and then later in her life was sold to Canadian interests. She was carrying 30,000 bushels of wheat when she went down, much of which was later salvaged. Today, she lies just 80 feet offshore, just west of Cardinal, Ontario. The maximum depth is 28 feet, and visibility can be excellent. Current is stronger outside the hull, but mild inside as you explore the capstan, windlass, and boilers. I have dove many shipwrecks since, and will dive many more in the future, but the Conestoga will always hold a special place in my memory. I encourage you to go and dive this unique wreck, and remember after the dive, grab some great fish and chips by the harbor in Brockville, sit down by the river, and share your experience of this great dive with your buddy.